Feature Friday.
The freshest.
This is so good. Why is it different? The song is really complicated for the singers, though, not gonna lie.
Mental, man. For everyone.
That is, again, it's timeless.
Yeah.
The understanding of love, regardless of how you express it, whether it was written in the 17th century or it was written yesterday, the same feelings abide, and I think that's something so immortal of our essence, you know?
Let's have a look at Jane Zhang's then.
Okay.
Whoa.
Ooh, okay.
It's quite common, isn't it, in martial arts movies from China? Like sort of the flying. I wonder why. What does it represent? Of the martial artists themselves. They can sort of defy gravity. Damn.
Did they reimagine the...
Oh, it's Xiao Kuga. What's her name? Ling Er. I know she has a real name, but... So this is the 2006 version, which I presume is like a completely different...
Did they redo it? That's what I'm trying to ask.
Different lyrics.
Oh, okay. Maybe it's a different song completely.
Could be. It sounds like it is.
Yeah.
She's so damn popular, isn't she?
Well, she's the perfect cast for a lot of things.
Whoa. What was that?
It's really cool. Damn. That's not where I thought the song was
So
going.
they maintained that aspect,
Yeah,
the
that was
unpredictability
not
of stuff.
where the
and-
song was going in my head.
Wow, Jane Zhang.
Is it the same show that they just remastered it, like reimagined it?
Yeah, sort of like Legend of Sword and Fairy. It's like many versions of it. This song is mental as well. She's dead. Sick outfits, eh?
The freaking hair. Look at her hair.
Whoa, yeah.
Oh my god. The hair is a paid actor.
Yeah, his.
Oh.
Bro, this
The
song,
freaking
what the fuck?
song.
I feel like I've had 7 key changes in the space of 7 seconds.
And the key hasn't changed, by the
Once.
way. It's the same principle that I was talking about earlier.
Yeah, it's just major and minus.
Oh wow. Oh damn. Very cool.
Wow, this song is good. But it hurts my head.
Oh, the harmonies, my guy.
Damn.
He was strong as hell.
What a life.
I can assure you it didn't last long, the moments of bliss.
Marvelous.
They're bells, Ephraim.
Oh,
Oh, her voice!
dude, Jane Zhang ate
She did.
in
She
this
left
song,
no crumbs. Wow. It's happened several times now, but I still shook.
Oh, this is without the choir.
I know,
bro. What
ridiculous. Bringing in male vocals there. Oh my god. Ooh, that was nearly a whistle register.
Yeah, I mean, this song is basically impossible to sing. Oh, look, a bacteria. That's what it looks like. Maybe it's a magical being. Bro, I have to be completely honest, bro. If you're a singer, step away from this song. It's impossible. You can never sing it the same way Jane has. It's over. This is like the last level of a video game, bro.
It literally is.
And you have to do every side quest before you get to this point.
You have to collect all the magical
Literally, bro.
potions. This is ridiculous.
I actually feel like my head,
Yeah.
I'm working overtime. Like,
I totally agree. Okay, so it's basically the same principle that I was talking about in the previous song, where you have an original key where you start with in the song, and the song maintains itself there. But then it brings little nuggets of unpredictability, and they shift the weight of the world because of those little nuggets of brightness or diminishing the notes, because it's not only just... Because I don't think they're working on a minor key. Generally, I think they're working in a major key. I'm not 100% sure, but they bring a lot of like suspended notes and like diminished notes into the whole sequence of the original key, which allows for a lot of that unpredictability and friction to be caused in the listening experience. It's clever. It's clever because then you don't actually have to change the key to create this conflict or to bring some of this pain and misery that it was predicted in the visual music video.
I think it might be a minor key. I think the song, I just put up the chords here. I think the chords are F sharp,
It could
major,
be an F sharp, you know.
E, F sharp minor, A, D, F sharp minor, D major 7, A, B minor 7, C sharp minor,
See, that
F sharp
make
minor,
sense.
major E, F sharp minor, E major, D major, B minor, F sharp minor. So I think you're basically correct.
Yeah,
What you're saying, you're right.
So I think we're working on an F sharp key.
Yeah.
Genuinely, I think we're working on F sharp
Major.
But then they fluctuate a lot with the color and like the grading of the song. So you're adding a lot of major key notes like an E major, which is literally one of the brightest notes that you have in the scale. And then you pair that up with notes that wouldn't naturally go into the sequence. Which is kind of produces that counterbalance, like that really tipping the world of its axis in terms of like the listening experience. And it's musically clever, but it's not that complex. It just allows for a lot of unpredictability to be set. And even though it's structural, even though the song actually has a structure and it repeats itself, the effect is not diminished by the fact that it is structural as a song either.
She's done it live, you know.
She has? Can I listen to the chorus, please? Or the ending section, which is like literally on that whistle register. Wow, she can do that live! Oh!
Oh wow, and that's like fucking live as whole bowls. You can hear the snare like bounce off other people's mics.
You can hear her breathing. Oh yeah, it's true. Look at the echo. I like how grounded she is. You need to though.
Shows female backing vocals.
Wow, that's hard. Incredible. That's incredible. She's choosing some of those to like kind of die at the end of the phrases that she's not really carrying. Yeah. Just for longevity aspect, no, because that's what she was saving herself for. Oh, she's not even opening her mouth wide enough. How is she even doing that? Okay, again, this is confirming that she was close to a whistle register, or that she is approaching it in terms of vocal technique like a whistle note, because then it allows for very little air to come through, but it maintains the vocal folds very thin, so the voice, the note sounds very bright, but there's very little air that comes through, so it's very clean. It's very crystal clear in that aspect. It's a very difficult technique to master.
Wow, I'm blown away.
But that's incredible.
See that ending?
Fuller. That's fuller. Where's the male vocalist coming from?
They have a male vocalist here. Oh no, it's two male vocalists.
Okay, that makes sense.
Sorry, bro. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean it like that. You just had long hair, man. Relax.
Yeah, she's approaching it like a whistle. Damn. Yes. She's very tense.
So would I?
Yeah, I'm glad to see that she's a normal human being. Wow, she crushed
What do you mean, bro? That song is impossible.
That's incredible. The fact that she murdered that, she absolutely smashed it. Wow. Yes. So my thoughts of the technical approach of this song were correct. So she approaches the high notes not in a classical singing manner like you would do in the West, but in a whistle-like register. So it allows for even brighter notes, not so warm vowels. They're actually quite bright, and they ring off in the area, and they allow for some of this mythical, magical sound space to really be filled. If she were to approach it in a more classical manner, the vowel would have been more rounded, warmer, and it takes away from this ethereal-like essence that we have been introduced so early into the song. Yeah. Phenomenal.
The lyrics go a little bit like this. So, going through this world's sadness and happiness, with you close to me, we wander. Piercing through all boundaries of mountains green and desolated in my dreams, there is you accompanying me, and the smell of flowers blooming in the air. Because there's you. This life is crazy and wild. This love under the heaven, there is no other. Shadow of swords gleaming in the water, only passing by, just passing by. Going through this world's sadness and happiness, with you close to me we wander. And then it repeats itself again. Because there's you, this life is crazy and wild. It's interesting because the whole meaning of these lyrics are completely different to the original one.
Correct.
I guess here it's like, like they're basically reinforcing the idea that we mentioned of we are in forever harmony. We do have an a permanent love, an unbreakable relationship, but there will be turbulent waters. There is conflict in our surroundings, but we're not the source of it.
Correct. Again,
But in a much more mellow manner. Like I in comparison to the other one seemed like two people at war against the world.
Correct.
This one seems like we are okay with being at war against the world because we don't actually want to fight. We're learning to fight to protect ourselves, not to win. In the other one, it seemed like we will be victorious through our love.
Yes,
And that's actually what the Cantonese version felt like as well, and the Mandarin version felt like in version 1 and version 2. And now in the modern version, it feels even more blatant. The song was the theme song of Legend of Condor Hero in 2006. Jane Zhang's graceful and high-pitched voice makes Xiao Long Nu's elegant, clear water, hibiscus-like beauty penetrate into people's hearts and my ears.
You're correct.
It really fucking pinged through my ears.
It blessed my ear holes.
It narrates the life and death infatuation between Xiao Long Nu and Yang Guo in a poignant and moving way.
It is. It's very emotional.
This was more peaceful though than the other one.
I don't know.
It feels more whimsical. It feels a bit more like fantastical.
It does feel more whimsical. I agree with that. It feels like it's definitely otherworldly. I just believe that in terms of like the storyline and what we have been introduced into early on in the depiction of what a little bit of like the summary of what the storyline is like.
True.
I kind of have this idea, this feeling that because it's more whimsical, it kind of takes some of the suffering and the hardships of the characters,
of the dynasty as well, like the reality of the time.
Yeah, it's kind of like an escapism project, or like a projection of what their world would have been like if they didn't have to fight or something like that.
Okay.
So it's more like a romanticized idea, like their ideals of what the future could have been like. It feels to me more like a wandering.
I mean, I don't know how brutal the series, the novel is in modern times, like 2006 version. I also feel like, 10
definitely tragic.
I feel like 11 years, a 10-year difference. Audiences change, the market changes. So I think that probably also has to do with it. How they had to modernize it a little bit, because it seems the 90s one was quite a bit more brutal. We also saw it as well with like the Noble Family. We saw it with like Legend of Sword and Fairy, even though that's like early 2000s. They didn't mind exploring like darker themes.
Yes,
they really don't pull back many punches. But maybe as time progressed in entertainment in China,
or they just simply focus it in a different perspective,
or they just want to make it more pop, like more popular in the sense of like everyone can consume this.
Correct.
And you're not gonna have to, I don't know,
restricted to a certain audience.
Age groups and stuff like that. It could be many things. I think also it could just be a different interpretation of the director of this time, who wants to play more to the fourth wall breaking aspect of it. It's like you're looking at their view of the world. You're looking at what
their hardships, their frustrations.
You're looking at their love fantasy.
Correct.
This isn't representative of the actual time of that dynasty, but
it's a fantastical world that we've been included into.
Correct. Anyways,
wow,
this one was deep, guys. This
was great.
Yeah, this was very good. Like my brain right now, like this was like working, like trying to dissect things because there's so many things at play here. This was very cool.
Musically, freaking complex.
Yeah.
Visually incredible in both versions.
Yeah. So Jane Zhang's version, vocal-wise, is like harder.
Yes.
To put it like to like layman's term, it's harder. And then Joaquin Chow's and Chi Yi's version, it is more complex in the music direction and the musical composition.
Yes.
The musical composition of Jane Zhang's one is actually fairly straightforward. Just your typical symphony, actually.
Very whimsical, very magical in terms of.
But the vocals really carry the song.
Yeah.
And then in terms of vocals, harmonies and layers, like Joaquin Chow's and Chi's one is like mental level.
Insane.
Yeah, so there you go.
Musically, it's very complicated.
If you ever want to show off to your friends and stuff, you can be like, I'll show you a song that has immense, very well, discussed and well regarded by music reviewers harmonies. You show him Joaquin Chow's version of this novel, OST. And then if you want to be like, I'll show you some close to whistle note registers and some very interesting breathing techniques and the modulations of air and sound, you show him Jane Zhang. Anyways, goodbye.